My name is Mike Dudarenok, and after 15 years in corporate sector, I've joined Workplace Gender Equality Agency, which is the federal agency responsible for collection of certain data on employees and employers. And after 2 years with them, I joined Department of Customer Service, and I'm with Revenue New South Wales as the Director for Digital Product for Fines and Debt. My role has a responsibility across all of the technology which supports our collection of fines and state debt for our state. So that basically means we've got a lot of customers, close to 2 million customers a year, who sometimes, in many instances, are not the willing customers, but it doesn't mean they're not a customer. And we're also responsible for, obviously, collection of state debt, so things like ambulance fees or TAFE fees, and my role is about managing the technology and the products which support the state in making those things happen. For me, innovation is really about creating safety. If we've got a level of safety within the team is willing to innovate. If you encourage people to try new things and they feel that they're going to be punished for their failures, they won't try it again because there's going to be a level of fear. So the psychological safety you create within the team is what allows them to innovate and try and use new things. And if you build that within your team, that then allows you to create the innovative culture. In my opinion, great innovation is something which is then used by the customer. Because at the end of it, you can have the best idea in the world, and it may be great in a lab, but unless somebody actually using it and they're getting joy out of it and they're getting value out of it, it's really nothing. And I think that's the crux of really good innovative products, is they solve a problem for the customer and they solve it in such a way that it's engaging and people come back to it. I mean, there's a variety of examples you can bring up, but I think one of the good examples is Service New South Wales app, right? And during the COVID, the way it integrated into our lives with things like COVID check-in or digital driver's license and now voucher systems, all of those things. It's a good example of how the digital journey can be almost transposed into a physical journey. When you start reflecting how to create innovative cultures, it's about that idea of psychological safety, which is what I spoke before. And building that in idea of psychological safety is really about allowing people to try, fail, learn, because innovation is about trying and trying again and then finding the best way to do something. If you always build a culture which is about perfection, is the first time you do things, it needs to work the first time around, it's not going to give people an ability or interest in pursuing new things. And because they're going to be afraid to fail, and I guess the punishment which comes with that, they will not implement the innovation. So you need to create this culture which allows people to try new things, see how they work, learn from them, try again, and eventually get to this new thing you will call innovation. I think the biggest benefit for me, and I think for many attendees, is hearing from peers, hearing from them on their journeys, their reflection of their journeys, their learnings, and understanding how you can take those learnings and implement it whether your department or agency or in the things you're going to do or the project you're going to run. So it's the idea of the collective wisdom.